I think we're live. Oh my goodness. Well, I was having a little bit of a glitch. I think we're back. Dame Dollar is back. Oh my goodness. Oh, heck yeah. My girlfriend was able to pay off one of her cards completely. She did have a little bit of credit card issues back in the day. I've tried to help her, and she's done a really good job. Like, help her, like, you know, stay disciplined on it. She's done a really good job of staying disciplined. I think having credit card debt's a bad thing, so it's really cool to see her being able to plug away at that, because those interest rates are brutal. Brutal. That's why I don't like to hold debt on credit cards. I think that credit cards are only to be used for cashback rewards, and I'm glad she's making a lot of progress on it. I'm proud of her. We're doing a little bit of mukbang today. Let me see if I can get the chat back on here. I have the chat logs. Oh, the chat's working again. Thank goodness. I've been trying to get the chats back in action. I needed it. Please like the video. Please like the stream. It means the world to me. Trying to get more likes for this channel. But anyway, we got rice. So I put the chili on the plate first, and then I put the rice on top of the chili. So, and then you kind of get that, then you just kind of flip it over. You can get both sides if you really want to. So we're using Nally's chili. Nally's chili is the best. As an Amazon associate, I want to just kind of remind everybody, check out the links. There are links in the description below, and if you check those out, if you click on one of them, you purchase something, I may get a small commission, and it's no extra cost to you. It really supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it if you guys did that. If not, a simple like will do. That's really good. So I have a little bit of Swiss cheese in here too. Nothing better than Swiss cheese. I'm very much a Swiss cheese kind of guy. Haven't really ate anything all day. I snacked a little bit, but it was really the first full-out meal that I've had. I've pretty much just been kind of eating little snacks here and there, but a fully cooked meal, a little rice and chili, does the soul good. Look at that. So we're doing a little bit of a mini mukbang. So the reason I'm here in front of you guys today is I want to talk about three things. I'll talk about more things if you want me to, but Epstein files, they need to be released. Trump, my man, you got to release those files, unredacted at this point, because we don't want any modification. We want to know who's on that list. One moment. But I'm proud. Seriously, though, I just want to go right back to my girlfriend, though. Proud of her. Like, seriously. Like, how do you... it's tough. Like, I don't know what I would do if I had a lot of credit card debt. I would be overwhelmed. I would be. I don't deal with debt well. Well, I do to a degree. I just, let's just say I prefer to have assets over liabilities, and credit card debt is a liability, and it's something, I'm, like I said, I'm lucky I never took on a credit card at a young age. I looked at those interest rates and I was like, whoa, no. But honestly, everybody's young. Everybody gets a little excited. People get excited about different things. I was always afraid of credit cards. I didn't, once my first credit card, I think I got when I was like 32. Was I 32 when I got my first credit card? I think I was. I can't remember the exact age. I think maybe even 31, which is wild to me. But yeah, I never had a credit card until I was like 31 or 32. And I was like, the reason for that was because I looked at those interest rates and I was like, no, thank you. I didn't realize that I thought the interest rates were like um something that would take effect immediately. So I was a little uneducated on credit cards. But I also treat credit cards like debit cards basically. I pay them off every 2 weeks and I only use the funds that I have. But here's the thing. This is what I want to try to train everybody on here. It's okay to have a credit card. It's just not okay to hold debt on them for too long. Never, like, if you need to hold some debt on a credit card, I get it. Maybe there's a car repair, cost you quite a bit of money. Totally understandable. Maybe it cost you like $700 and you need 3 months to pay it off. That makes perfect sense to me. Sometimes those high interest rates do make sense, but if you could pay it off in 3 months, more power to you. I try not to put myself in that situation ever. And I try to encourage people to avoid that situation too. But hey, if you need to put it on a credit card, you got to do what you got to do. Just keep in mind that unless you have like a low APR credit card, I don't know many people who have one of those. I think most credit cards are legitimately in the high APR range, so I think it's very rare to be able to get a credit card for that cheap. Trying to think of what else I want to say on this one, but like I said, really proud of my girlfriend on that one. Sorry, guys, I'm eating while I'm talking. I'm trying to keep focused, but here, I'll you guys watch me eat. But no, overall, seriously, just proud of her. I think it's cool. The only credit card debt that I do hold actually is my Amazon card, because if I get a high ticket purchase, I can get 0% interest on it for like 12 or 6 months, depending on the price of the product. And it's honestly pretty cool. So I take full advantage of those types of promotions. This is so good. But yeah, I think it's one thing I do think people need to consider is when you're borrowing money, always look at the interest rate. Interest rates are super important. And sometimes borrowing money is not always a good idea too. There's good debt and there's bad debt. I do consider credit card debt to be bad debt. I really do. I understand that there are times it's required, but I think for the most part it is bad debt, and you want to try to avoid that. Examples of good debt, there's some debt that I consider good or bad. For example, an auto loan. If you get an auto loan on a super duper expensive car that you probably shouldn't have bought, then that's a bad loan. That's bad borrowing. That's bad debt. But if you got an auto loan for a car that's fairly affordable, very reliable, that's a different story, and you can make the payments. Good. That's good debt, because you might need a good car. I know I need it because if I ever lose my job, I have to do DoorDash. So that's the way I look at it. Um, yeah, it's as simple as that. Good debt. I think getting a mortgage is a pretty good debt, especially if you get a good house at a low. If you get the mortgage at a low interest rate, that's solid. Locking in a good interest rate though is always solid. One moment. I think it's also a good idea, not the best idea, but a decent idea to have a high yield savings account. Now I keep a high yield savings account just because I think it is smart. And my girlfriend is the one who kind of pushed me and actually completely pushed me in the direction of a high yield savings account because you don't have to put all of your money in a high yield savings account. Especially if you're a consistent investor like myself. I'm always investing. So me putting any sort of money into a high yield savings account, it's like, you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's not my bag. Still eating some of this. Hold on. Ooh. But Damian Lillard is back in Portland. He signed a 3-year deal with the Portland Trailblazers. Really excited about that. One moment though. A little apple juice. Cheers. Woo. Mm. All right, guys. I'm gonna put down a little more chili and rice. Now, before I do, I want to say this. Damian Lillard coming back to Portland, I think, is a very good move. I want to see him retire as a Portland Trailblazer. I don't know if he'll get any rings, and man, I really do hope we can build a team around him. I really do. Like, a really, really good team. I love Hanson Yang. This kid, he seems like the next Jokic. So I'm a huge Hanson Yang fan. I love his game. He also reminds me a little bit of Pau Gasol. I love it. By the way, Bitcoin will crash. Just want to say that right now. Bitcoin is going to crash. And the reason I suggest that Bitcoin's going to crash is simple. It has no fundamentals. It is fundamentally unsound. And it's phony baloney dildo money. I think we're all aware of this. At least I hope. Let me see if we got any viewers. By the way, anybody who wants to contribute in the chat, feel free. We're just chilling on this episode. We're not doing anything too crazy. Oh, hold on. Something I gotta check on here real quick before I get more chili. Oh, yeah. Your love bright as the starlight. Give me 1 second, folks. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I was looking at a few things on here real quick. And let's see. But yeah, I just want to say to all the young viewers, I really do think credit card debt is the worst debt. If you're working to get out of it, honestly, I think that's the best debt to crush first. Because I do believe anything with a super high interest rate should just be taken care of as soon as possible. Because, I mean, try to go with the lowest that you can. Like, not the lowest interest rate, but like out of your high interest rate debt, try to go with maybe the credit card that has the lowest amount to pay off. Get it out of the way, just because it's psychologically good for you to pay off debt. I think it's great for me. Every time even though I never hold any credit card debt, I pay off my cards every 2 weeks. Psychologically gives me a good well-being, man. Snoop plus one says, "Damn, Michael, what'd you do to the Bitcoin? Did you rug pull it?" I always rug. I am the rug pull king. Did it actually crash? We're going to look at a live Bitcoin update while we're on the show. I'm getting my official Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC voice. Ready? How far did the Bitcoin go? Up your ass. Oh, wait a minute. Bitcoin's up? Shit. No, Bitcoin's trash. I'm going to continue to say Bitcoin's trash. S-Bit, my big tits, dude. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Maybe all the crypto markets are just going to keep going up. And hey, if they do, I'm going to keep betting against Bitcoin, man. The only logical thing is to bet against Bitcoin. Now, Tim Smith is saying Bitcoin just hit a record high. American just had a Sailor Garza. Oh, my God. Michael Saylor was right. You know what? Anytime Bitcoin goes to new all-time highs on this channel, I completely lose my integrity. I have no backbone. And I admit that Michael Saylor was right about everything. And then when Bitcoin crashes, I then say Michael Saylor sucks. He's a bad biological stepdaddy. But, okay, we all know that even if Bitcoin went to $1 million, I'm still going to tell you that Bitcoin is garbage because it is. Okay, I'll give you an example. NFTs, right? NFTs went to tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and that market dried up like crazy. The NFT market crashed so effing hard, so many people were holding the bag in the NFT markets. A lot of people, and a lot of them were grifters, by the way. These were a lot of grifters in the NFT market. Tim Smith says, Saylor is 60 years old. A boomer just helped my account hit a record high. Michael Saylor, man. Michael Saylor is I wouldn't say an enemy of the show. If you all have watched Star Trek The Next Generation, there's a character called Q from the Q Continuum. He is an entity and very powerful, omniscient, basically. And, you know, he kind of exists to toy around with Picard. I feel like Michael Saylor is my Q, and I am Michael Saylor's Picard. Basically, I'm Picard, Michael Saylor's Q, and Michael Saylor's basically manipulating the price of Bitcoin. That's the only conclusion I can think of, because he's buying up so much of it. He's creating an artificial demand for Bitcoin because of how much he's buying. And then everybody else sees the price go up, and obviously what does a gambler do when they see the price of crypto gambling money go up? They buy, because that's what they do. The gamblers will always continue to buy when it goes up. Now, however, the gamblers don't have any integrity. So what do the gamblers do when they see the price start to dip? They all sell at the same time. Maybe not the exact same time, but they all start selling in a panic. Then Bitcoin goes down 4%, then 5%, then 6%, then woo. There's nothing holding Bitcoin together as far as the price goes. The only thing that holds it together, I guess you could say, would be the hype and all the marketing around it. There's a lot of marketing around cryptocurrencies. Too much, if you ask me. But eventually, the retail interest dies. People realize it's a Ponzi scheme, and the only reason they get into it is to make a quick buck. Michael Saylor is an irresponsible CEO, and I think he's going to screw over his own company. He does screw over his own shareholders quite a bit, in the sense that he issues more stock. He does stock issuance, which dilutes the current shares that exist. And when he does that, he ends up taking the proceeds, the money that he gets from that, and buys more crypto, grifto, Bitcoin. And that's about it. But yeah, dude, Michael Saylor, I can't believe he's 60 years old. Wow. I will say, man, he's a smart dude. But I swear, some of the most intelligent people don't know shit about actual money, like what is real money. And when intelligent dudes like Michael Saylor are talking about Bitcoin being sound real money, I just have to, I get angry. It blows my mind. Now, what is my typical response to this? Well, I bet against Bitcoin using the SBIT. That's my usual response. My second response is typically, I actually, so the cashback rewards I get from my Venmo card, my Venmo credit card, I get 3% cash back because I use it as a grocery card. I take those cashback rewards and I actually have it buy Bitcoin automatically for me through Venmo. Now you're probably wondering, Mike, you hate Bitcoin. Why are you buying Bitcoin? Why are you buying Bitcoin in Venmo with your cashback rewards from your credit card? That makes zero sense. It does if you think about it this way. I still hedge against Bitcoin, but I thought about it. Like, what if Bitcoin did go to $1 million per coin? I don't think it will, but what if? Well, if I'm using cashback rewards to automatically purchase Bitcoin for my Venmo account, what does that mean? Well, it means that I have more of a hedge and I don't have to spend any of my actual money for that hedge, if that makes sense, because I'm getting free money through my cashback rewards on my credit card. So then I just basically use that to buy Bitcoin through Venmo. But I'm still betting against Bitcoin. Don't get me wrong. I am still heavily betting against, not like too heavy, but I trickle buy into the SBIT whenever the SBIT dips. Because, like I always keep telling you guys, I don't believe in Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is crypto grifto. I also, just because it was funny, I bought $1 of every tradable crypto on Robinhood. I felt dirty after I did it, but I did it, and it was hilarious. Tim Smith is also saying strategy market cap now is at $126.81 billion, sailing to the moon. Oh, I kind of want to bet against MicroStrategies right now. There is an ETF that allows you to short micro penis strategies. I'm gonna short using an ETF micro penis strategies. That's not financial advice, but that's what I might do. I may have to bet against my hero, my biological stepdad. I may have to bet against micro penis strategies. I never thought it would get this way. I never thought I'd be this gay. Micro penis strategies. Now, actually, no. Okay, I gotta stop singing about I gotta stop talking about my micro penis. All right. My God. But yeah, no. What Tim Smith is saying on the chat is very simple. We got to short. Tim Smith says Garza's new mug, live short and prosper. Spock, hashtag Spock was long, MST. Hey man, honestly though, I really do hope micro penis strategies goes up in the sense that I just want Tim Smith to actually be able to get a ton of money because Tim is the man, and I just like seeing people succeed. So honestly, if Michael, well, I don't like seeing Michael Saylor succeed because I feel like he's a shitty CEO. I think he might be one of the worst CEOs I've ever seen, and probably one of the bigger grifters that I've ever seen. Like, as much as I love Trump, you know, I'm a Trump fan. Trump is kind of a grifter too. Pisses me off. But I will say that Michael Saylor feels like he's a full-on grifter. And I can't support my boy, Michael Saylor. Tim Smith says my distributions go up based on volatility. So I need MSTR to go up and down a lot. Oh, okay. So as long as it's doing as long as there's some sort of price movement is what you're telling me. If there's price movement, then there's profit. That's a very interesting strategy. Honestly, I need to find something very volatile. I'll tell you this. You know what I really wish they had? I wish there was a way to bet against Dogecoin. I mean, there probably is. A traditional ETF way to do it. Also, I want to bet against the entire crypto market. Like, I want there to be an ETF that tracks the inverse of the entire crypto market and allows me to profit off of the downfall of the entire market cap of the crypto market. That's what I would like. Tim Smith says, yeah, because my distributions are based on covered calls. You know, it's funny. I forgot I had this. So I do have a yield max micro penis strategies ETF. So it's a leverage ETF. I think you may even have it. But I have a yield max micro strat. I have like one share of it. It was really cheap when I got it. So it actually might be worth a lot. I don't know. I haven't really checked. But I do have a micro penis strategies synthetic covered call ETF through one of the yield max ones. But yeah, I still don't litter my portfolio with too many of those because like I'm not going to buy like a whole shit ton. My portfolio mainly consists of index ETFs and stuff like that, but some of those covered call ETFs though give out really good dividend distributions just because they're able to sell those contracts at such a decent premium. And since the contracts traditionally end after about 30 days, they're able to get a pretty good profit. So it's a win-win situation. I mean, it's basically playing the casino. You're basically being the casino is what you're being. Now, there's no promise. There's never a promise that everything's going to go your way with the covered call ETF. But, I mean, you're still going to probably get pretty good distributions. So I really enjoy having covered call ETFs in my portfolio. Like, I don't leave home without a covered call ETF. I put a covered call ETF in my lunchbox right before I go to work. Right before I twerk as well. Oh. Tim Smith says MSTE in the TSX is at a 40% annual yield right now. Oh my God. I'm climbing close to 1,000 Canadian dollars a month in MSTE distributions. Oh, Tim, that just made my nips hard, man. $1,000 in Canadian dollars a month? Can we all just give a round of applause to motherfucking Tim Smith, dude? Honestly, all income is good income, in my opinion, as long as it's fairly consistent. But man, I do love variable distribution. That is something I really like. But one of the reasons I remain diversified, and sorry, eating a little bit. I remain diversified in my ETFs that I have is, you just never know. I want to be exposed to different strategies, different asset classes. I want to be exposed to index funds. I want to be exposed to actively managed funds. I just want to be exposed to it all. So I try my best to get at least one share of every single ETF that I particularly love. And that's really about it. Tim, do you think that they're going to release the Epstein files? This whole situation, man, is just so crazy to me. One moment. Ultra Fire says, "Here I am, you lucky people. Hats off to you. Live long and prosper." Ultra Fire in the house, everybody. What up, my man? It's good to see you, my brother. I got my bronies, my brony brothers. I also want to give a shout out to our members. Mr. Michael Donaldson, we got Yager's Farm as well, is one of our members. And my boy Martin. So I hope all three of them are doing really, really well and are kicking ass. I haven't seen them in a while, but I know they're probably busy, and that's okay. It's summertime, man. You gotta be outside. I get it. Ultra Fire says, "Likewise, cheers, my man." Thank you, G-Dog. I appreciate you. One moment. I gotta get more to eat. All right. Okay, sorry about that. I shook my ass in the kitchen a little bit. Try not to. It wasn't much ass shaking to begin with. Sorry it took so long. Whew, I've been trying to do better, but I'm a hungry man, right? The beauty is you guys get to watch me eat. It's not something anybody wants to watch, actually. But I'll pretend like it is. I love chili and rice, man. Like, it's a good combo. It really is. Tomorrow's my Friday, thank goodness. Get a few days off. Very good. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Very tasty. So, I will say this. Um, uh, Michael Saylor is the man. Michael Saylor needs to take me to the can. He needs to get me loose. Loose. Okay, sorry, I had to put the monetization on. I realized this whole time they didn't have the monetization on. That's okay though. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. Mm. But I think what I'm really excited about right now is Damian Lillard coming back to the Blazers is a really exciting thing. He's been one of my favorite players for a long time. I know he's dealing with the Achilles injury. It's really crazy. I don't even know what to think. Um, I don't think he's going to come back the same. I mean, obviously he's not. I don't know. The way he plays, the way he shoots, he might have to change his game. He's not going to be the same explosive guy. I makes me wonder, is he going to have to play off the bench? And I think he could. I think he could play. He could even play like a Jason Kidd kind of role. You know, I can't remember if Jason Kidd actually started on the Mavericks in that 2011 championship, but I think he was at least either on the bench or started. But having Jason Kidd on that team was a huge deal because he's one of the best. He's one of the best point guards of all time, straight up. It makes me wonder: did Jason Kidd ever get to the Hall of Fame? He's one of those players. If he isn't in the Hall of Fame, I'm pretty sure he made it to the Hall of Fame. He's one of the best. Okay, he was inducted in the Hall of Fame. Cool. In 2018. That is so cool, man. He really is one of the best point guards of all time. It's him, Steve Nash, John Stockton. If we're gonna go with basketball players, man, those are the top three that I think of any day of the week. But yeah, it's huge. Um, let me see. When it comes to basketball, man, I know my shit, sort of. I'm a little bit off on the stats sometimes, but I have a general idea what's going on. But I will say, I still think to this day, the greatest NBA Finals run is the 2011 Dallas Mavericks. It was legitimately the greatest basketball run of all time, especially getting to the finals. Just huge. Hmm. Now, the question that we're probably all asking is how, because I'm curious how Damian Lillard is actually gonna play when he gets back on the court. Like, it's gonna be weird to see him play again, especially in a Portland Trailblazer uniform. He's been away from the team for like what, 3 years? I think he's been on the Bucks for about 3 or 2 years, I think. And at least I think it's been that long. Freaking wild. I really do want to see how they play him. Are they gonna take him off the bench? I mean, like, when he is healthy and ready to roll, I think it's gonna be fantastic to watch. But it's gonna be interesting because Lillard is about 6'1", 6'2". And I mean, smaller guys and Achilles injuries, they usually tend to bounce back, at least from what I've been able to tell, pretty well. Even Kobe Bryant back in the day came back from that Achilles injury really well. It wasn't perfect, but he was still looking good. Still looking real good. But the main problem is a lot of these older players, all these players when they get older, the healing process is not as quick. So recovering from that kind of injury is going to be real tough. Real tough. So we're going to see what happens, though. I still can't believe it, man. Well, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to. I don't think I feel like doing a long live tonight. I kind of feel tired. I did a little bit of a DoorDash, just a small DoorDash shift where I got like a little bit of an order. That was pretty cool. I always love doing a occasional delivery. And like I say, if I have to do it full time, I'll do it full time. I will say, if I do get fired from my job, I still don't know if that'll happen, but if and or when that time comes, I can still fall back on DoorDash. It's awesome. It's great stuff. Let's see. Tim Smith is asking, what are the most popular DoorDash orders in Coos Bay? Well, now that I think about it, what do I typically deliver? Some of the restaurants that people like to order from in Coos Bay. So if you guys are ever in the Coos Bay, North Bend area, the ones that people order from the most tend to be a lot of the Mexican restaurants. Some of the ones that I like, for instance, are they're like right next to they're right next to Seven Devils, and they're a really awesome restaurant too. Can't remember for the life of me what they're called though. 'Cause I pick up orders from them all the time. I'm thinking Los Dos Amigos, but Los Dos Amigos is the one that's in North Bend. That's in the mall. Maybe this is a Los Dos Amigos or something. I'll look it up here in a second. Actually, you know what? Let me look it up. I'm gonna look up Seven Devils Brewery. I'm gonna take a look at the map. Oh yes, that's what it's called, Puerto Vallarta. So there are a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but like a decent amount of Puerto Vallarta orders that I get whenever I do a shift. Whenever I do a little DoorDash time slot. People tend to order from some of the food trucks. A couple of the food trucks, for example, would be like, what's one of them? One of them's called the Big Cheese. I don't get as many orders for them anymore. I don't know if they're still doing DoorDash or not. But I do get a lot there's a place called Yoda's Hut. Yoda's Hut. It's a Star Wars themed food truck. It is awesome. I love their food. I don't think I could eat there every day though, because I would bloat up like crazy. There's this really cool there's a really cool taco truck. I guess you could call it a taco truck, you know. It's what the hell are they called? That's another one. I keep forgetting which one of these are called. I blend them all together. Anyway, they have like really good tacos, really good burritos. They're a really cool, I think they're just called Taco Truck or something. Either way, I don't know. They're a great food truck. You know me. I'm a Mexican food kind of guy. Probably because I'm part Latino. But no, overall, like they have this really great burrito. It's a carne asada one. Oh my god. Yeah, I got to go down there and get one soon. Sweating just thinking about it. Thinking what else real quick here. Well, let's see. What's Taco Bell and McDonald's? I got to admit, when there are times that I get a lot of McDonald's orders. I would like to say the McDonald's might be the most frequented. If I'm gonna like say for the most DoorDash orders, Little Caesars. I get some Little Caesars ones from time to time too. There's a couple. But I would say a lot of people order fast food traditionally, and the reason for that is one, if you're gonna order DoorDash, it's kind of surprisingly more affordable to get like McDonald's or Burger King or Taco Bell. I love that the restaurants participate in DoorDash because that does keep my wallet flowing. So it's great, man. I love doing deliveries. I mean, it's nice. You get to listen to music. That's pretty much what I do when I do deliveries. I'm listening to music and I'm just chilling out. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, I mean, Taco Bell, I do love Taco Bell, even though it's not really, I have to admit they've done a better job with how they make the tacos and the burritos and everything. But yeah, Taco Bell's my weakness, man. I don't know which is tougher to quit, cigarettes or Taco Bell. I gotta ask myself that question, man. Taco Bell's tough to quit, dude. Like, I can go without smoking a cigarette. But man, Sometimes I think of Taco Bell and I'm like, oh. Let's see. Tim Smith is saying Labubus have Labubus taken over Coos Bay. Caleb Hammer snapped on 2 people this week for buying Labu. What is Labubus? I gotta look this up. What the fuck is Labubus? Tim, you're exposing me to new Labubus, to new information. What the heck is a Labubu? Oh my god. So Labubu is a brand of collectible designer plush toy monster elves created by Hong. Is that what you're talking about? Or is Labubu's like a legit food chain? Well, I'm assuming that Labubu's is. It looks like Beanie Baby. Are these Beanie Babies? Is this the new? This is the new Beanie Baby craze. You know, it's funny. Give it a few decades, and then human behavior tends to repeat itself. So give it 1 or 2 decades, and we'll have another Beanie Baby craze. And it looks like the Labubus may be the new Beanie Baby craze. It's history repeating itself. Oh god, so Tim Smith is saying no, Labubus are little monsters. Yeah. Caleb's guests are going into debt for them. I swear to Christ, dude, people hop on the dumbest trends. This is Beanie Babies. This is straight up Beanie Babies. Oh my god. I'm looking at I've just decided to pull them up on my browser. I'm like, so these are Labubus, huh? What is so appealing about these? They're just like little tiny. This is basically like Beanie Babies almost. Ugh. You know how like Bill Cosby had a show. It was like called "Kids Say the Darnest Things." Adults Buy the Stupidest Things should be a show. Seriously. That should be, because like what Caleb Hammer needs to do is this, or maybe I need to do this. I need to get like 3 adults who have terrible spending habits, and I need to find people who buy the dumbest shit alive and tell me what the hell they're buying, what sort of dumb shit they're buying, and be like, and just act like Bill Cosby. Oh, Jello pudding pops! I can't believe that you went into debt for a Labubu. That sounds like a mixture. I feel like I was trying to do Hank Hill and Bill Cosby at the same time. It didn't work out. My impressions blend together and create a horrible impression. Tim Smith, Caleb did an emergency live stream called "Labubus Are Destroying America." This is the first time I've ever heard of a Labubu. And I'm looking at these Labubu. I love saying it though. I won't buy one. I better not tell my girlfriend about these. I'm gonna tell my girlfriend about these. She needs to know about the Labubus. Oh my god. Labubu. I gotta send her an image of what Labubus are. Or I'm just gonna send her a video of what a Labubu is. I'm so scared here. Labubu. God damn it. Demonic Labubu dolls. What the hell? Okay, so what's a Labubu? Oh man, this has been around for 8 months. Dude, this is insane. It's one of those things that's like catching fire. You know what I mean? It's catching huge. It's like Pink Pony Club. That song came out in 2019, but it's catching fire now. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. The club. I'm at the club with my homies. Be not low key. Gotta keep it real now. I don't know what to say. I'm afraid of these Labubus, dude. Dude, to be quite honest, I had zero clue what a Labubu was. I can't believe this trend has been around for over 8 months. What the hell? This is Beanie Babies 2.0, dude. This is the Beanie Baby craze. I'm so scared. I'm so frightened. Oh, man. I don't know what to say, Tim. Oh. So you're saying that do they sell Labubus in like Walmart? Can't hold on. Labubus, I'm gonna look up Labubus Walmart. Oh my god. Oh no, they sell Labubus. What? Oh no. It doesn't matter. I mean, Walmart already beat me to the punch. I mean, they may already have Labubus chilling out on the shelves at Walmart. Holy shit, man. I'm losing my mind. Hey, you know what? If people want to get, I've seen people get into, oddly enough, I've seen people get into dumber things. If we're gonna be honest, now it depends on how much you're paying per Labubu. So if I go on Walmart, I'm gonna look up the Labubus. I love saying this fucking name, by the way. So how much are these things? Labubu. What? Dude, they're selling these for like 100. One of them's going for like 175. This is insane. Why would anybody go into debt for this crap? Are you kidding me? What? A legit Labubu, dude. They don't really have many of these on here, though. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I only found one Labubu in here. Let's see. Did Caleb mention how much people were spending to purchase these? Because, like, I don't understand how people could spend like $100 or $80 on this shit. Like, I don't get it. But you know what? To each their own. If it gives people a Woody, if it gets people sprung, I mean, who am I? Who am I to judge? So Tim Smith is saying you don't know what's in the box. You buy the box and you don't know which one you're getting. Oh, so it's a complete surprise. The question is, how much is the box? I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's see. I'm going to type in how much are Labubu. Okay, so it does say, so Forbes actually has an article on this, but I feel like it's an outdated article. Oh, 16 hours ago, never mind. Oh my god, Forbes has an article that says why expensive Labubus could become sound investments. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is Beanie Babies. This is Beanie Babies. Oh. People are falling for the scams, dude. This is ridiculous, man. So like $20 to $50, I think, is the typical price. But like, if you want to get a rare one, you gotta spend a lot of money. Ridiculous. Insane. I don't know what to say, folks. It's like I said, it's Beanie Babies. Everybody thought, oh, if you get the rare Beanie Babies, they're gonna be worth a lot one day, and nobody cares. It's all a fad. So it's all about trends and jumping on the trend. And I get it. Hey, if you like, I'll give you an example. I think it would be smart of me to buy as many rookie cards as I can get a hold of for players that I think may end up being good. Worst case scenario, they don't, and I got some worthless rookie cards. But on the other hand, it's like, you know, if I would have picked up a bunch of Nikola Jokic rookie cards back in the day when nobody could have gave two flying Fs about this guy, like, they would have been worth a lot, you know. So you don't really know. You never really know. But, I mean, like, sometimes it's fun to collect. I'll admit that. It's fun to collect certain things. Let's see. Tim Smith says, look up the video. She's $45,000 in debt at 22, but won't stop buying Labubus. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll do this. All right, we'll do this. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Eat some of this rice before we do this. Against my better judgment, I'm doing this. Okay. So I'm gonna look up won't stop buying Labubus. Hold on. Looking it up right now here. Oh, good God. This is okay. I'm curious. This is gonna be so flippin' funny. I don't know if I'm psychologically ready for this, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. You guys ready? People like this just piss me off, man.
Hi, my name is Lucia.
You buy so much stupid shit while you're in debt. It's like, you know, people are like, I never knew any better. It's how I was raised. I was raised this way. I was born this way. It's like, shut the hell up.
I am a client service coordinator for a specific bank, or I can't say the bank name.
Very vague, but okay, that's okay. That's okay. What are you making?
I make about $40,000 a year.
Okay. Houston ain't cheap. It ain't the most expensive, but 40,000 is gonna be hard. How you doing? How you doing in Houston on that?
It's a little rough, you know. I could get paid more, honestly.
You If you could, why aren't you?
I think that I deserve to be paid more, but they don't really. They only give me $1 every year. Like, you know, like hourly, they just give me $1 more every year.
I'm not gonna lie. If she's going into debt for Labubus and she's working at a bank, I'm betting against that bank.
They hate you?
Well, it's not that they hate me. They really do. They do like me.
What did you eat for breakfast this morning?
Watermelon.
Who'd you almost send it to?
My coworker.
And why?
Because I was thinking of him.
And what race is he?
I don't think that matters.
What do you mean by that?
So they're paying you $40,000 a year because they hate you. Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Understood. So
What the hell?
But living in Houston, you feel like you should make more. Okay. How are you actually living in Houston? How's life? What is going on?
Well, I live with my parents.
Okay.
I was living on my own. But
You
recently
had to move back in?
I did move back in with them.
If she's making $40,000 and living with her parents, that's actually not a bad situation. If she gets her act together and starts investing like a maniac and then maybe gets rid of all of her debt, she'll be on the right path. Straight up, man. Straight up.
Because it would have been a more financially.
Well, yeah, if you're going to stay at $40,000 a year in Houston, Texas, it certainly would. So I assume you're from Houston. Did you go to college? What did you do?
I did go to Lone Star, but haven't.
That's a beer. I don't know. Lone Star is a beer.
No, like Lone Star College, or like
Lone Star College University? I'm not familiar. Is it a community college?
Oh. She's a manager at a bank. That's scary. Oh. At least I don't live in Houston, Texas. It makes me wonder how many people like this work at a bank, though. Probably a lot. Ugh.
I guess it is kind of a community college.
What did you graduate with?
I did not graduate.
You did not. Did you drop out?
I haven't dropped out. I just haven't re-enrolled for the fall semester yet.
What are you studying?
Business administration.
Okay. And that can be you can get into a lot of different career fields. I like that. However, most people are usually graduating 22 years old. How much school you got left?
A lot. I've only done maybe about 1 year's worth of courses.
How long have you been going?
So I started around maybe 2022.
I will say, in her defense, it is a pain in the ass to work like a full-time job and go to college. That's not easy. I did try it for a semester, though, at community college. Luckily, the prices weren't that crazy back in the day, so I was able to do a semester. And yeah, I was like, nah, I'm good. Good experiment. I just basically hung out in the dorm rooms with a bunch of dudes when I went as a local college. I just hung out and played video games with a lot of the dudes, drank some beer. Really, I was just kind of looking for a fun place to hang out and drink beer and play video games. That's all. That's all college. That's all it was in the college dorms. It's pretty fun though. Anyway. College, I don't know, unless you're going to be like I guess for business, I guess it's kind of makes sense. But depends on how motivated you are, I guess. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't go to college though. Like, best decision I ever made. You'd think that based on my situation in life, I'm actually doing really good. Like, I'm making money. I wouldn't say hand over fist, but I'm making money. Just read a lot of books.
Great.
And I did go to that.
Great. And then you move them back with. I feel like we're doing life reverse. I feel like we're doing reverse life. Start school 3 years ago. Only have completed 1 year's worth of school. Moved out. Lived independently. Moving back home. What is going on in your life? What the is happening?
I made some purchases, and so
Everyone makes purchases.
No.
That's okay.
No, this is it. This is, I thought the title was just maybe, I thought the title of this video might have been a lie. I thought, Tim Smith is lying to me. He's lying. I don't think he's telling the truth. And I looked at the the title, and I was like, no, the title's lying. It's just made up. He's exaggerating. Please don't say that you actually went into debt for Labubu's. How many stories do you think there were during the Beanie Baby craze when there were a bunch of irresponsible morons buying Beanie Babies, like with all their money, thinking that it would be like a smart investment? I mean, maybe they made a lot of money, who knows, but oh my God, let's keep going.
So what's going on in your life is you've made some purchases.
I'm just a girl.
That is such a terrible excuse. I'm just a girl. That's your excuse for buying fucking Labubu dolls? You're an idiot.
You know, some purchases like
Someone get the AR-15. Don't make me. Don't fucking just ruin me. Don't ruin me. Less than what are we? 4 minutes into this conversation. Don't ruin me. It's not cute. It's not funny. Don't ruin me. If you're actually girl braining this, girl mathing this, moronic in this.
I use girl math when I calculate my ad revenue from this channel. Let's keep going.
We're being honest. I mean, that's all that really is. It's not cutesy. It's not funny. It's not silly. It's moronic. You're making 40,000 hours a year. You've completed 1 year of school within 3 years of going to school, and you're moving back in after you were already independent.
I went
You're
to
failing
cosmetology
life.
school also.
Well, that basically leads to nothing.
Yeah, I didn't complete that either.
That's not even a long program.
I
Well, you're
know,
laughing about that.
but
You think it's funny that you
I
did
didn't
not
learn
complete.
anything.
It's cosmetology.
They weren't showing me anything. Like
Well,
everything
you
was like
didn't
self-taught
complete school.
basically.
Well, you didn't complete it.
Well, they sucked. Why would I complete it if they suck?
Okay, they're telling me you literally didn't go.
I did go to school.
Oh, fuck off.
It's not my fault that they suck at teaching, and
are
I
you
didn't want to
talking
be taught
about?
by people that suck at teaching.
What? Okay, what did they suck at teaching? Go on.
Hair? I don't know.
Dude, you know, I do hate the excuse of, I had shitty teachers. They sucked at teaching. No, I think you just got to admit that you suck at learning. You know, there are shitty teachers, don't get me wrong. I've had to deal with shitty teachers in my life. And that's why you look towards better teachers, right? There's plenty of books. There's plenty of videos out there, by the way. If you need to learn a subject a little more deeply, look for better teachers. We live in the age of the internet, for fuck's sakes. Go on YouTube and look up anything you need to know. YouTube is literally a video library. I hate the excuse of, I didn't need better teachers. It's like unless you have a legitimate learning disability, which I could sympathize with that. For instance, I'm a little dumb when it comes to audio learning. If I just have to listen to a book, I mean, listen to an audio book or whatever. I'm more of a visual learner. I could still learn auditorially, but like sometimes you got to admit that maybe you just need to learn differently, or I don't know, something. Sometimes people got to admit they're just shitty learners, and that's okay to admit. You got to admit it. You got to be truthful to yourself.
Okay. Hair.
Yeah, you
They
know,
sucked at
like
teaching hair.
like cutting the hair. Like I could get the dye in the hair process. That's pretty easy, you know. But like the complexity of cutting the hair and learning all about that, like they just made you do like self-teach basically. Why would I pay a lot of money to basically teach myself how to do that? So I dropped out.
What are your goals in life? This makes no sense. I don't understand what's going on. You look like fucking Hispanic Mitch McConnell. I'm so confused on your entire existence. What are you trying to do in life?
I don't know. I don't know.
Do you have anything for me? What the fuck are we talking about, lady? You're drowning in debt. That's a qualification for coming on this show, okay? 45,000 hours a year. You. And you're moving back in, you're going reverse. We're doing life reverse. You started at the midpoint of the life board game and you decided to turn the car around.
I don't think I'm doing that bad, honestly.
I don't think I'm doing that bad, honestly. I'm not that doing. Oh God, that is the worst response I've ever seen. This woman sucks. Yeah, this chick is awful. Like, I think she means well. Like, I'll give her props to that. But God, is she making some shitty choices in life? It's like that. It's like that gay truck driver that what the fuck's his name? It's like the gay truck driver that Caleb Hammer had on, who had like the mooching meth head boyfriend or whatever the hell was going on there. And he's like being a sugar daddy. It's a weird situation. But anyway, these people this is why it's tough for me to watch this show, and I kind of have to watch it with an audience because this is so bad. This is so bad. Tim Smith is quoting, "What is your entire existence?" Caleb was baffled. Absolutely, I'm baffled. What is she? Is she just I think she's in denial. This has to be a large level of denial.
Oh, go on and tell me. Right?
I
Wait,
feel,
what the fuck are
I
you
feel like
here?
other people are doing worse than I am. You know, I
Okay.
feel like I'm doing relatively.
Okay, if you're $40,000 in debt and your excuse is that I think people are doing worse than I am, that $45,000 in debt. Sorry, correction. If you are that in those levels of debt and all you can say is that, well, I'm not as worse off as some other people. No, you're still in a shitty situation. You may not be you may not be in the worst situation ever. Well, $45,000 in debt's quite a bit, but at the same time, it's like, just because there are people in worse debt than you doesn't mean that your debt doesn't mean anything. $45,000 is still a lot of debt, depending on the interest as well. That could be even more crucial. So this woman, is out of her flippin' mind. I don't care if everybody else is $100,000 in debt. If you have large levels of debt, even if it's not the worst debt compared to everybody else, which, first off, if everybody else is in debt, yeah, you shouldn't model anybody else. You should stop trying to be normal. That's the message of this show today. People, yeah, let me just get a close up real quick. I want to look at the camera for this one. I'll get back to the clip. If everybody, you know the old saying, if everybody jumps off a bridge, does that mean you should jump off? How's that go? Just because everybody's doing it doesn't mean you should. Doesn't mean you should. You know what I mean? People took it a little too literally. Monkey see, monkey do is the old saying as well. We are creatures that observe what others are doing, whether it's our neighbor, whether it's some idiot on social media, or me. Maybe you guys model me. Don't do that. Well, maybe you should. I'm not in that much debt. Really don't have that much debt at all, which is awesome. Just my little auto loan, and that's doable. But this girl's excuses for why she's in debt, blow my mind. Blow my mind. Let's keep going.
You're right. There is
Okay.
someone smoking somewhere on the streets of Austin. Sure. That means what you're doing is okay? That means you going in reverse is okay? Explain that. Explain that to me. That doesn't make any sense.
Is the reverse in the room with us? How am I going in reverse?
Have I not explained it 2 times? Are you sure the teachers were bad, or you're just a dumb and confused?
The teachers.
No account. Hold on. Let's pan back to her. Do you see this? This is the face of zero accountability. This is what zero accountability looks like. Is this person right here? Do you see that? She blames the teachers. Oh, it's the teachers. No, it's not. It's not the teachers. It's your fault for if the teachers are that bad. It's your fault for listening to them. I'm going to tell you that right now. You got to have some sort of ability to critically think in this life. Not all advice is good advice. It may be well-intentioned, but some of it sucks. I don't know who she's modeling when it comes to her debt situation, but it's ridiculous. Ridiculous. And it blows my stinking mind that somebody like this is going into, well, it doesn't blow my mind. It doesn't surprise me, actually. It's sad to see people. I don't know what this is. I don't know what's going on here. This is the problem with Gen Z. This is the problem with the millennial generation as well. My generation is no exception to this, by the way. No exception to this. Zero motherfucking accountability. You can't admit that you're ever wrong, right? It sucks. I mean, I have to admit I'm wrong all the time. It's annoying. Mainly because usually it's small stuff, to be honest, that I'm wrong about. But that's okay. Sometimes it's big stuff, though, and it sucks. Nobody likes to admit they're wrong, but sometimes you just got to admit that you're sucking shit, all right?
I don't think so. Lady, do you not understand? I've explained it twice. Do you get it? I've explained it twice.
Maybe you should explain it a third.
I'm sorry, but this girl, here's the thing, man. I'm sorry I keep interrupting this clip, but millennials and Gen Z, I don't know if it's because of excessive smartphone use or too much TikTok or hanging out on Facebook all day, don't have the ability to critically think anymore. Critical thinking is fucking dead. You don't need a teacher to teach you how to do everything. I'll give you an example. I'm opening up a can of worms for a lot of people here. Did somebody teach you to whack your pack? Right? Somebody teach you to choke your chicken and strangle your duck? Huh? Did anybody? No. Well, maybe they did. Depending on your situation in life. But you kind of figured it out. Right? You figured out, if I tug on this, you critically thought about it while you were horny. What I'm trying to say is, while it is good to have teachers, it is good to have guidance, it's good to have a template, it's good to have a foundation to learn from. You can't blame everything on the teachers. If your teachers suck, either find better teachers or find a way to learn what you need to learn just on your own through experience. Usually it's easier just to find better teachers because a fool learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. That's why I love reading books. When I say reading books, I don't mean like Harry Potter. I'm talking about I read shit like, so what's that Boglehead's book called? Well, what's Peter Schiff's book? Bear. I have it right here. Can't even remember the title of the book, but it's the little book of bull moves and bear markets. That's a great example of the type of book I read. I have an entire C++ book on there just in case for references whenever I'm programming. I read for information. And honestly, people say, well, don't you ever like to read for pleasure? Honestly, reading for information is pleasurable to me. I've made it that way. And that's one of the reasons why I enjoy reading for information. And that is my reading for pleasure, oddly enough. Anyway, enough of my nerdiness. Enough of my... Tim, I love you. I'm sad I'm watching this, though. This is making me depressed. I'm not too depressed, but I'm a little joking on that. But this is weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
1 year of school in 3 years. Moved out, was independent, had to move back in. You're going in reverse.
Okay, I will say this. She's not necessarily going... Okay, so she's in debt and she's living with her parents. That could help her get out of debt. My girlfriend took this route. Because she's living with her parents, she's able to get rid of a lot of her excess debt, by the way, which is great. So it ends up being a net positive. Anyway, one moment. Now, here's the thing. If you're living with your parents and you're making good decisions, that's one thing. That's commendable. You're trying to get your life on the right track. You stumbled a little bit. And, hey, living with your parents is not necessarily a bad thing. If you have to. You know? And I get it. Things happen.
You've tried like 50 school options anyway. Your life's a joke. I don't understand. What's even your view on money? What are you even just like, what's your perspective? Because $45,000 of debt with nothing going in life at 22, what the are you even thinking?
Well, money comes back every 2 weeks, you know, like as long as I'm employed, that'll come
She's
back.
fucking
Money comes back every 2 weeks. I'm going to say this again. I don't know if I want to bank. You know what I think this is? I think these are, and you may see this on at national bank levels, but these are the types of people who work at fucking credit unions. It's incompetence. This is why I don't bank with that's why I don't bank with credit unions. These types of people work at credit unions. I've seen them firsthand. This is all coming back to me.
Guys, chat. Oh my god.
She's dumb. Dude, I could spend all my money that I get and in 2 weeks I got more money. I'll spend it all again on stupid shit. And then in 2 weeks I have more money. God, the cycle continues. People don't understand delayed gratification or critical thinking in this age, and it pisses me the fuck off. I'm sorry. Caleb, you are like the biological stepbrother I never had.
What do you mean? Yeah, it comes back every 2 weeks. That's called your paycheck.
Exactly. If I was paid weekly, then it would come back every week.
Yeah, and if you're fired, it comes back never.
Well, I just gotta make sure I don't get fired.
You're sending your black coworker watermelon pictures in the morning. The day before Juneteenth.
If I get
Things like
fired, I could just get unemployment.
Well, how long have you been in this job?
2 years.
Okay, yeah, sure, but it wouldn't be so, like great. And also, you wouldn't be on it forever.
It'll get me by.
It'll
long
get you by
enough.
for a little bit. I mean, you live with your parents because you're a literal child.
I don't think so.
Are you just gonna like dissent to
I go
everything
to
I
work.
said?
I go to work every day. I pay my.
I'm sorry. You can go to work every day. You can pay whatever bills you got, but you gotta get your spending habits together. The only reason you have an excess amount of debt is because you're an idiot with money. That is probably the greatest lesson I've learned from, first off, just existing, because I was a dumbass with money when I was younger. I'm lucky I didn't have a credit card. I probably would have went into excessive debt. But at the same time, I can admit that when I was younger, I had a spending problem. I was buying things that I didn't even know why I was buying them, to be honest. I was wasting it on going to the bar or wasting it on stupid things that didn't really bring me any joy or bring me any utility in this life. And if it didn't bring me any joy or utility, which most things don't even bring me joy anyway, just being around the people I care about is really what gives me joy. So it's like, if you can find that level of purity, you're good in this life. But she is... Oh, this type of person is just... We're almost done with this.
bills.
You make $40,000. You weren't paying your bills. That's why you had to move back in with your family.
I was paying my bills.
But you couldn't
I
afford
just
them. Why'd you move
needed
back in?
more money.
Why'd you move back in then, huh?
To save money.
Because you couldn't afford it.
Because I wanted money. Well, I wanted to have more money than, you know, when I pay rent, I have less money available. And so moving back in with my parents, you know,
To
I
do
have
what? To
more money
accomplish
available.
what? What are we trying to do? What the are we trying to do?
What if
You have no plan. You have no desire. Why the are you here? Why am I talking to you? She doesn't even know what the is happening. What are you?
a girl?
Shut the up. Barely.
am regretting watching this. Let's keep watching. I gotta see how this ends. Makes me want to cry. I want to do a Jordan Peterson psychological evaluation on why everybody's buying Labubu's. Why? Why do Labubu's make me cry? I don't know why. Let's keep going.
You have a supervillain laugh.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No. It's not a very attractive quality, I'll be honest.
Not to you, at least.
Or not to the customers that you're serving on the phone. Another reason to get
I
fired.
don't know about that. I think they like me pretty well.
They're on the phone with you. You have no idea. They just want to get off as quick as possible.
I don't want to be on the phone with them either, but I still am.
Hear that, head of the bank? Okay, so you're moving back in. No goal or objective for moving back in. No reason to actually save money or... How'd you get into $45,000 of debt in 4 years?
Making some purchases, you know.
Sure.
Oh god, this is the Labubu scene. Oh shit. I wasn't prepared for this. God. I do love saying the word Labubu though, but I'll never say never, but I don't want to buy one. Unless it's like really cheap and has cum stains on it.
I wanted Labubus. I wanted an iPad.
No.
I wanted furniture for my apartment.
No.
Could you call me? What is a boo-boo?
Oh god. I don't know if I'm prepared for this. I don't know if I'm prepared for this.
A Labubu.
La boo-boo?
Labubu.
The boo-boo?
Labubu.
No, la boo-boo, but that means the boo-boo. What does boo-boo mean, right? What is a la boo-boo?
What is
It's a.
You don't even know what a la boo-boo is, and you're buying a la
it's a
boo-boo?
keychain from Pop Mart.
I know what a keychain is. I don't know what Pop Mart. The f are you doing?
Showing you. Look
Is this
at my
kindergarten?
son. Look at my son.
What the f
He's so
is
cute.
this? Oh, you are an obnoxious creature.
Isn't he so adorable? Look at him. He sits on my purse. He comes to work with me.
Oh,
he
your
works.
coworkers
He works to
must
pay
hate
himself
you.
off.
Your coworkers must hate you.
Nah.
You hate.
Oh man, this has to be a joke. I can't. That has to be. Is it a joke? It's a joke. You better. This isn't a joke. This is as real as my so-called life gets. Holy shit, dude. Damn. Let's keep watching this. I am. Oh. So very confused right now. I wouldn't say sexually, but just spiritually and oh, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I mean, you're basically getting paid
no,
Houston minimum
I'm the
wage. if we're
Labubu
being
plug at
honest.
work. People come to me and they ask me to get them Labubus.
Nobody respects you. Nobody respects you. You're not respected. Get that the f off that desk. I'm not. This is not a sponsor. Get it off.
I think you like him. You should get one.
I don't understand the point. Let me see it. Let me see it. I don't care about it. You applied for a job here?
Yeah, gotta take advantage of every opportunity available.
It is not an opportunity that you'll even come close to sniffing. What job did you even apply for?
I don't know. Honestly,
Oh,
I don't
I
remember.
hate you.
It was a while ago.
I
It was a while
hate
ago. I
you.
don't remember. How am I supposed to
Why are
remember?
you doing this?
I've applied
what
for a
kind
lot
of
of
creature
jobs.
are you?
I'm a girl, not a creature.
Are you sure about that?
These people actually exist. This is like TikTok spawned in front of me. Why? Why do we allow this as a society? Why are we not putting you in some kind of institution? What is happening? I'm so confused. I don't even understand. You did not get into $45,000 of La Boo Boo debt. That is, I refuse to believe that. How much did that cost?
Well, it wasn't all Labubu debt. I mean, like,
Yes, and that's what I'm trying to
like
figure
a tiny
out.
portion of it, you know. But I bought like other stuff.
How much did that thing cost?
It wasn't that much. It was only $30.99.
That was $31.
Hell yeah! You know, that's actually relatively cheaper compared to like
Oh!
resellers sell them for like $60, $70. So you know what? I saved money.
It's a fad. It's a fad to try to get it. It's like
I
the
saved
new,
money there.
What is it? It's the new Yeti. Not Yeti. What was the
Beanie
things that white girls
Babies.
had?
The Stanleys?
Stanley. It's a
Oh.
new Stanley.
Stan.
Okay, no answer. Gotcha. So you bought 1,452.08 La Boo Boos?
No, I don't
I'm
have that
so
many
confused.
Labubus.
What the got you into $45,000 in debt? That was my question.
Okay, well, one of them would be my car.
Okay.
Okay.
A car is an answer. Thank you. What do you have?
I have a 2025 Honda HRV.
2025? $40,000 and you're getting a brand new fucking car?
Hell
Who do you think
yeah!
hell yeah.
I
That's
was,
your answer for everything?
I was getting myself out of a really bad
Oh, I hate
situation.
her. And these
So
people actually exist
I
in
had
this
a
world.
2013 Volkswagen Beetle.
What is your intent here? I want to know your intent here. So I'm not going to waste my time with you turtle-looking mother. I am not, like, what are we doing? What is your intent?
That car was a good purchase. It saved me. It saved me on.
I'll tell you what. My car was like 16,000, right? I got a low interest rate. I had a lot of money. I still have a lot of money just sitting on the side if I ever need to pay it off. Also got gap insurance, so if I ever total the car, I will never have to pay for it. Because they'll pay it off for me. But anyway, well, we got a
Answer
minute
my
left.
question.
I was in a bad
Hey,
spot.
answer my question. What
I
is
am
your
answering
intent
your question.
here?
Better budgeting, I guess.
Better budgeting. What have you done to try budgeting?
I got a new car. The interest rate saved me, okay? My Beetle interest rate was 24.9%. And this car only has a 4.9% interest rate. So you know what? I think I did a good job.
What's your minimum monthly payment on the car?
$599.
And what hits your account on a monthly basis?
Wait, what?
What hits your account on a monthly basis?
My paycheck?
Yes! Yes!
I get 2 paychecks. So it's not monthly, it's bi-weekly, you
But
know?
what hits over... What's your biweekly check that hits your account? Oh, you're a...
Dude, he's about to blow up. Dude, he... Holy... Dude. I don't think I've ever seen Caleb about ready to I mean, I've seen Caleb get pretty close to mental breakdowns, but he was like, the Labubu. The Labubu fucking triggered my man, dude. Oh. Oh, God. You know, I guess if it brings her joy. I mean, who am I to talk? I mean, I don't really collect anything. I get if people want to collect things. Like, for instance, everybody's got their vice, you know. My boy Nathan's loves magic cards. He collects magic cards. That's awesome. But, like, this girl, I think she buys a lot of... This girl probably buys a lot of dumb shit. From what I'm able to analyze. Oh, boy. That's... I think that's I'm going to end the show for the night. I gotta start preparing for bed anyway. But dude, can somebody please explain to me what the hell I just watched? Good Lord, my man. Well, Tim Smith says Hispanic Mitch McConnell. Oh man, I'm stunned. I'm just stunned. Oh my goodness, man. Too flipping funny. Okay, man. So I just realized that I'm gonna start promoting Labubu's. Since I'm an Amazon associate, I realized that the only thing left I have to do, it is my. I put the douche in fiduciary, but it is my fiduciary responsibility to get everybody hooked on Labubus. All right, so I'm going to go on Amazon.com and I'm typing in Labubu. All right. Oh, God. Oh, no. And they have the Coca-Cola series. Now, don't get me wrong. Oh, 5% commission? Really? You guys, the Michael Garza show, as an Amazon associate, basically as an Amazon affiliate, I do receive a small commission for anything that you buy from any of my links. It helps support the channel. So if you guys could do that, it'd be great. And I might even put some Labubu links. Labubu. I can't, dude. I can't. Oh, this is unreal. This is the world we live in. Do you guys want me to collect? Do you guys think the Michael Garza show needs to collect all the Labubus? Do you think the Labubus can give me a boo-boo? What the fuck is this shit? What the? Oh my god, they even have protected. No joke. I'm not kidding. They have Labubu protective cases. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is Beanie Babies. This is straight up Beanie Babies. We're living in Beanie Baby eras. It's cool they have the Coca-Cola ones, though. I might, since I'm such a Coca-Cola shill, I might buy the Coca-Cola Labubu. Just kidding. Oh man, I've never been this excited about something that pissed me off in ages. Sometimes I get excited about things that piss me off, but this is like, what? Well, I will call it a night. That is... Oh. I don't know what's happening anymore. But I do want to thank you guys for viewing this. I want to thank my man Tim Smith, as always. Total G-Dog. Kicking butt, taking names. Oh boy. I love me some apple juice, man. It keeps me hydrated. Tim, you need to buy Labubu's for me. Oh. I don't even know what to say anymore, man. Okay, I gotta end the stream. Any final chats? Any final comments, questions, concerns before I shut down the stream for the night? I'll give you guys like a minute. I'll give you guys a minute or two. I'm gonna check my phone real quick. Oh, my aroma rice cooker video's picking up steam. No pun intended. Oh, look at that. I don't know what to say, you guys, except for oh. That's all I gotta say. Gotta get my shot back. There we go. Well, I will catch you all later. I appreciate you guys. Tim, that was the funniest clip I've seen in a long time. I got mad. Dude, I literally like Ultra Fire. I appreciate you too, buddy. But Tim, seriously, thank you for telling me about that clip. Oh, I'm speechless. I am speechless, but that was funny as shit, dude. I gotta check out more of those Caleb Hammer clips, though. It's gonna be fun. But I will catch you all later. I'm gonna lay down, probably read a book for a little bit, then just doze right off to sleep. But thank you guys. Appreciate y'all. Later, Mr.